Breaking news this morning in the Delphi case, as several motions were filed this morning by Richard Allen and his defense attorneys. We have always brought you nothing but the facts in this case and will continue to do so. These motions and exhibits highlight four main issues that they state need to be corrected from the trial. And his defense team states that Judge Gohl has two choices. She can either vacate his conviction or hold a new hearing for each of these four main items. So let's break it down. The first issue is that they state that there is an alleged confession from Ron Logan that he gave to one of his jail inmates. If you will recall, Ron Logan is the property owner and he was in jail after the murders for basically violating his parole and driving without a license. So supposedly Ron Logan's cellmate has now come forward and said that Ron Logan confessed to killing the girls and stated that he their throat with a box cutter. Here is his statement. I find this interesting for two reasons. A, why was this not brought up at trial? Obviously, this is new information that recently came out. And that also brings me to my second concern. He stated this after all of these facts already came out at the trial about the box cutter. So personally, I'm taking this one with a huge grain of salt. So the second issue is regarding the van that came by that supposedly spooked Richard Allen when he was in the process of kidnapping and murdering the girls. During the trial, the prosecution maintained that Brad Weber came home around 2:30 p.m. that day. So now the defense is stating that they have surveillance footage that proves this to be inaccurate and states that they have Brad Weber arriving home around 2:44 p.m. that afternoon. Again, is this new information? Why didn't they have this surveillance before trial? So I'm just sort of questioning this one. I want to hear more details on this. So the third issue is they are stating that Richard Allen did not have an attorney when he was sort of sent to Westville prison for safekeeping, and that the judge shouldn't have done this because he didn't have an attorney during that arraignment. But we do know that he had an attorney because Kathy, his wife, had hired an attorney for him the day after his arrest. So he did have an attorney. So the fourth issue is regarding Libby's phone and how during the trial they said that someone plugged headphones in, and then the prosecution came back and said, no, this is because, the phone had water damage or dirt in that port. So the defense is now stating that there was no indication in these police reports that there was water damage to the phone. And this one I would agree with, because we all know that that sort of played out live in the trial, where they were sort of Googling, could dirt or water in the port cause it to register headphones? And the answer was obviously yes, but that wouldn't have been in the previous police reports because they didn't know at the time. So we will see how prosecutor Nick McClelland responds. I will definitely keep you posted on this. And also, Amy and I will be doing a live tonight to discuss all of these topics.